Here is a sad side effect of narcissistic abuse that a lot of people don't know about. It is chronic fatigue. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you understand this one way too well. This is something that makes you feel like you are down or you are depressed. You have lack of interest. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't have the energy to do the things you used to do before. Almost like you have low iron or low vitamin D. That is literally your nervous system shutting down from being in constant chronic fight or flight with the narcissist. And this, as I said, can be chronic. It can last for a while. And a lot of people who are in the healing stage of the narcissistic abuse experience this, and they wonder why they feel like total ish after the relationship has ended, and months after the relationship has ended, sometimes even years. You will suffer chronic abuse because your body was exposed to so much high stress and the fight or flight and just the up and down and the trauma bond of being with the narcissist. This is a real thing. This is why you always feel so tired. You just feel so tired. And the things you used to do before, like nothing, now it requires a lot of energy. It requires you talking to yourself, talking yourself into it. It just requires a lot more work from you. That is because your body has literally shut down from being in such a constant state of fight or flight. This is when you feel depressed. You just, again, you feel like laying in bed. You have lack of interest. You don't want to do the things you love. You don't want to hang out with your family. A lot of people feel guilty because they're not involved with their children like they once was or like they want to be. They don't want to hang out with their friends and family, go out, do the things they used to love. They barely want to go to work. You just feel so depressed. This is not your fault. You're not lazy. You're not a loser. You're not a bum. You're none of that. This is an actual thing that is going on with your body that you really cannot control. This is because you have exposed yourself for so long to the narcissist. And it doesn't have to be long at all. 2 days of going through the full narcissistic abuse cycle is enough to mess you up. 10 days of that is enough. So years of that is even worse. The longer you were exposed to this person, you have been exposed to this, and this is what's taking a toll on your body. So a lot of victims will say, I just feel so weak. I just feel so drained. I just feel so tired. The best way to explain it is when you feel either weak or drained. The narcissist is an actual energy vampire. Whatever experience you had with them, they literally sucked the life out of you. And you will fight for months and weeks and years to gain those or that energy back, to gain the person you used to be. This is an actual thing. It's an actual disease process, so to speak, that you're going to deal with. So don't be too hard on yourself thinking that you are lazy or thinking, why is it so hard for me to get over this person? I must be weak. I must be a bum. I must be depressed. You may be depressed because, again, that's another side effect of dealing with a narcissist, especially depending on how severe the discard was or how severe the abuse was. But the drain that you feel, the laziness that you feel, the weakness that you feel is real. A lot of narcissistic abuse victims go through that. I went through that myself. Remember, I told you guys I just used to lay in bed and cry and just cry my eyes out and be so mad at myself for letting this happen to me. And I would be mad at myself for not getting up and being the go-getter that I know I am. I was letting my life just pass me by. This happened to me for months. Even when I was in therapy, it would happen to me, and I would tell my therapist, even till this day, I would tell my therapist that this was what I was feeling, and she explained this to me. And after going through it and experiencing it myself, I started to give myself a lot of grace because I know that it's a real thing. I'm not as hard on myself anymore, thinking that I'm dumb, thinking that I'm lazy, thinking that I'm a bum. It's because I'm literally fighting against my body to stay what's it called, to stay up, to stay myself, to become myself again. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a text message. But I just say that to say, if you're dealing with the drain, if you're dealing with the laziness, you're dealing with feeling like you're depressed, feeling like you're a bum, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're not yourself, it's not your fault. You have just dealt with so much trauma. You literally dealt with a energy vampire who sucked all of the life out of you, and now you're fighting to get back to the person you used to be. Give yourself some grace, give yourself some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen, but it's not going to happen overnight. So just give yourself time. There's going to come a time where you're going to be stronger, you're going to be braver, and you're going to go back to that loving, strong, brave, go-getter person that you once used to be, okay? Give yourself some love. And if you haven't heard it before or heard it today, I love you. Your friends and family love you. If you have children, your children love you. Somebody loves you. Don't worry about that sick, demonic person who didn't see your worth. You do have worth. You're worthy. All right? Follow for more, and you can book a one-on-one coaching call with me, or just leave your thoughts below if you know what I'm talking about or if you have experienced this. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.